What's going on? This is My Life in the Show. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Now, I'm going to do it a little different this time today. I got a lot of random different topics I want to talk about. One of them is, once you make it established or make it out of the hood, do you reach back? One of the reasons I'm asking is because do those people that you left from the hood, do they pull you down? Also, another topic I want to talk about, a video I want to show you. This girl uses her baby as an umbrella to hide her weave. Horrible. I also want to bring you guys a story of these guys fighting over some Jordans. And that particular issue in and of itself, man. Here it is. Nike is getting billions from my misfunction, our dysfunction. We're spending $200-$300 for some shoes that cost $10 to make, if that. We're buying it for a name to people who care less about us. And why the Black Panther means so much to me is because of this. This is My Life in the Shop. One of the topics I want to talk about is once you make it established. And you know, in our community, one of the biggest problems is that we don't help build up the community. We leave the community. And that's something I'm against. If you was brought up in this particular town, the reason why those towns go under is because the people that get established, they eventually move out to a community of people that don't look like you. Then you're paying your taxes to this community. You're shopping at those stores. And the people that work there and got the jobs and the money goes to people that don't look like you. Instead of staying in your community and building and end up starting a business in that community. Therefore, you can reach back to the rest of your people in the community. However, a lot of times, I'm going to bring you guys a story. A rapper, NBA Youngboy. I did a few stories of him. He was in jail for murder and he had like 5 videos out. And the knuckleheads he kept around him was pulling him down. Not even necessarily pulling him down, but I mean even encouraging and just promoting that type of behavior. And that would lead you nowhere fast. And I was saying, you know, man, he wasted his talent once he got arrested. I think it was for like a murder. I did the show, this was about a year ago. Good year ago. And he ended up getting out on that case. It's like I think it was like a double murder or something. He got out on that case. However, it looks like he's about to go back in. I'm going to bring you guys all 3 of those stories. I'm going to bring this one. This is just horrific. I want to hurry up and get this one done out the way.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Horrific. Check this out, y'all. I watch Tommy Sotomayor's show here and there. Sometimes I flip to it. Sometimes I don't. However, one of the things I hear him saying is, yo, I got way too much material to do. One show he was saying, I got like 10 shows I can't even get to. And I'm like, good God, this dude got way more content than the average YouTuber. Let me tell you something. When I flip down my Facebook timeline, man, within a day, I see about at least 10, 15 shows this man could do. Outrageous. Not saying I agree with everything he say. Some of the things, though, man, he be 100% on. Some of the things. I'm not saying everything. Some of the stuff is just be like, damn. I mean, you just can't deny some of the shit. Here it is. This girl is lifting up her baby. What type of mother are you when your wig is more important than your baby who is out in the rain with no coat than your wig? She should be jailed and her child should be taken away from her instantly. Now, if that was a man doing that and oh my God, some people just do not need children. They do not need to have children. I'm going to bring y'all another story, man. These brothers are fighting over Air Jordans. Now, if you guys watch my show, I do a lot of shows on black economics. one of the things that's pathetic in the black community is we fighting and breaking our backs to get in line for the Jordans. Now, a lot of people say we didn't get the money in Black Panther, and that's why they pissed off. That's why they won't watch it. That's why they hate the movie. But however, look at how much money we giving Mayweather. Look at how much money we giving Michael Jordan. How much money comes back to the black community? Nothing. Nothing. We're spending billions of dollars. That comes. We rush to go see a Mayweather fight, spend $100 on pay-per-view, and my man would rather spend $10 million on a car. Mansions, jets, you name it, strip clubs. But how many black Wall Streets do we have? None. How many black grocery chains, food chains? None. I think Rick Ross owned a Wingstop. However, outside of that, nothing. How many jobs can we give our people? None. How many of our children are unemployed? Most of them. Can we give them jobs? No. Then we turn around and try to wonder why our children are killing each other. Why about people look at us like savages? Why are black children constantly killing each other? Why are they out there shooting, stabbing, fighting each other? They have to step out. We can't even, the younger brothers won't even listen to the elders because now, for what? We can't do nothing for them. We can't say, hey, young brother, go down the street, get you a job, stay out of trouble. All we can offer them is advice. And young brothers don't need advice. They need to put some money in their pocket. They need to bring some food home. And they can go to the corner store because it's owned by the Indians, owned by the Arabs, gas stations, Chinese food stores. So a lot of people saying, are y'all going to support black-owned businesses the way y'all support Black Panther movie? Are y'all going to run out and flood? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's thrilled. Don't get me wrong. I love the movie. But, you know what I'm saying? Right. As far as with the money-wise, we didn't get the money. So I'm not going to sit and brag about, yo, it broke a record, made $500 million, but we're not getting that. So we want to change our conditions. We bitch and complain and cry about our conditions every day. But we won't go flood a black-owned business in our community like we did the Black Panther movie. If we flooded 3 businesses in our community 1 or 2 days for 1 weekend like we did, we spent $500 million in the Black Panther movie. 1 weekend. If we take our money and flood a black-owned business, let's say we have a black-owned business weekend to where we just flood every black-owned business with as much money as we can. A Black Friday, a Christmas, a Black Panther opening weekend, and call it Black-owned Business Weekend, and flood $500 million to black-owned businesses. We can literally change our conditions in our community overnight. I'm going to bring you guys, I don't understand why you would even buy $200, $300 shoes. Let me tell you something. At my job, I was in a meeting. These cats make all over $100,000 plus. All their shoes were old. All their shoes was $50, $60 in the parking lot. None of them, absolutely none of them drive a car that's over $30,000. Every one of their cars is $20,000, $15,000, something to get to and from work. They're not worrying about spending $300. Why our money mismanagement is just horrific, and that's the reason why we'll never get out of these conditions. A lot of people say, cut your losses and run. I'm gonna bring you guys this story. Alright, so I'm also bringing you guys this story here, man. It's saying 18-year-old rapper NBA Youngboy just arrested, facing life in prison for kidnapping and assault. Rapper NBA Youngboy was arrested last night in Tallahassee, Florida. An outstanding warrant in Georgia for assault and kidnapping. NBA Youngboy is supposed to perform the Moon nightclub in Tallahassee. but the sheriffs came and got him before he could perform. Police stopped NBA YoungBoy's tour bus and took him for allegedly committing assault, weapons violations, and kidnapping. If found guilty on all crimes, he faces life in prison. The rapper, who is hailed as a rap prodigy, has just released his single with Adrian Bronner called All I Want. This is the charges he faces down here. Said it seems like the cops were just waiting for NBA YoungBoy. It's not clear how they ended up on the tour bus. He was saying he wanted to change his life, this, that, and the other. You know what, man? And once you surround yourself around people who want to continue doing bad, who want to stay in the streets and not better their life, they want to ride and live off of you. That's why in the last story, I was even talking about that and saying he needs to leave them people alone that's in his corner because they're no good for him. And that's why that brings me back to one of the points I was saying. In your community, once you make it out your situation, what do you do with the people that are still on the streets? Because one thing is for certain, once you still keep those people in your life, they'll drag you down. They'll drag you down. Some of them don't want to get better their lives. Some of them don't want to get out them streets. Some of them want to stay in them streets. And then once you reach for them, they'll pull you down in the streets with them. So some of them you got to keep to a distance. Now I'm saying abandon your community. Definitely reach back and do good for your community. I think that we should stay living in the community because what happens is that you grow up with everyone 30 years. You know that, and then when they have kids, you know their kids, and you can discipline their kids because you grow up with their fathers, and then their people know you. Therefore, y'all can reach for each other, y'all can help each other, and then everybody can, group economics can help each other, jobs, stuff like that. Especially, we need to stay in our communities, not leave, and invest in the businesses that's in the community, that live in the community, not the businesses that don't live in your community, that don't shop, don't hire from your community. Never shop at those spots. Group economics is key. Money is power. Anywhere where there's money, there's power. There's no violence. Anywhere where there's poverty, there's a lot of violence. No power. No power. And with no power, you'll be ran over. And they're going to treat you like dirt. You buy your politicians, like Dr. Claude Anderson say. You buy your politicians. Look at the NRA. They can do anything they want. Mass shootings, slaughters, nothing. You see those Republicans, they stand up there. Trump just got 30 million. He's not going to say a word against the NRA. Not a single word. He want to blame mental illness, even though he just reversed the bill that Obama put in place people with mental illness can't get to. With no money, no power. Rubio stood up there and said, I'm not changing anything. The NRA just gave me a good amount. Votes don't come cheap. You got to buy your politicians to do what you want them to do. That's why our conditions are in the condition they're in. That's why they look the way they do. We haven't done anything to change our conditions. We spend our money frivolously. Here you go. But when it comes to our communities and us, we like, oh, no, I ain't gonna support that. I ain't gonna support that. Anyway, I got live shows coming today. I got a few live shows. Some of the topics are gonna be what happens when you're taken away from your child. A lot of brothers is going through child support custody hearings and being kept away from their child due to spite, all types of other reasons. We're going to get to that. I'm going to have females and males on. Two different sides of opinions. Hopefully we can get that done today. I've been waiting to do that show. Anyway, I just wanted to do random topics. I got a lot of stuff to do. I wanted to kind of hit all of them. Make sure y'all hit the notifications for my videos too, so y'all can know when I go live. I want y'all to like, comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace.